Welcome. Today I'd like to share my Traveler's Notebook Passport Size Love and Trip Edition. I'd like to preface this video by saying this is not an unboxing. This is also not a setup video. I pre-ordered this notebook and I set it up on the trip. So this is basically like a reflection of using it as a wallet on a weekend trip. And I haven't seen many people post passports of this notebook yet, and I haven't seen anyone post anything that's like actually using the notebook, so I thought this would be fun. I also told myself that I can't watch anyone else's unboxings until I make this video and post it, because I haven't posted in forever. So, for some background, last weekend, I went on a trip to New York. My best friend and I went to go see the Sailor Moon stage play, and it sort of coincided with the release of this notebook, and I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to finally get a passport size. I have 3 standard size notebooks, and my goal was to basically use it as a wallet on my trip and to use inserts as a travel notebook. I've never had a travel notebook, so yeah, I thought this would be really fun to do. Okay, before I do the flip through, I just want to talk about the pickup process. So I ordered from Yoseka stationery shop, and picking up the order was super easy. The store is very cute, and I have some pages in here about that. I feel like pre-ordering it was awesome. Yeah. So, okay, first off, I have this little heart charm. This I also bought in New York at a store not far from Yoseka. I don't remember what it was called. I actually looked at my credit card to figure it out, and I don't know. So I do have the brand, though. It's from Honeycat Magic Charms. So you can probably look that up. So what I did was I basically intended to use this as a wallet on my trip. So I carried my credit card and stuff loose in my bag, along with some stickers from some cut down sticker release paper, and a couple of dot grid inserts I just happened to have. And I knew that I could just set this up when I got there. So the first insert I have is a plastic, I don't remember what these are called, a plastic refill. It's got the zipper pocket on one side and card holders and a sort of large card holder on one side. So I kept Metro cards and my credit card in these wallets. I was a little concerned about it because people online have mentioned about them being clear and there's a risk there, but it was easy. It was fine. I'm not the type of person to just sort of carry stuff out in my hands when I'm walking around in a city. So accessing these were pretty good. I did buy a Metro card because I believe they're phasing those out in December, and we used a card last time I went there. And yeah, I thought this would be a good thing to stick in my notebook after it's over. Yeah, so moving on to the first paper insert, I did stick the little heart onto my thing. So I just have some washi tape that I got on the trip, and I brought this sticker with me, and the front page I have some stickers as well as the word travel. and then I started an index. So yeah, so this is my first spread. It's not like fancy or anything. I just did, basically I made like a little log each day to keep track of what I was doing. I didn't bring anything to print pictures, which now I'm seriously considering it. But at Yoseka, on that first day when I picked up this notebook, I did do some pen tests and tried out some pens, mostly fountain pens. Oh, I didn't mention this. Speaking of fountain pens, the pen that I brought with me is the Coeco Sport in Bordeaux. And this has an extra fine nib. If it'll focus, I don't know if it will. Yeah, this is my favorite pen. I was concerned about losing it, but it's there. This is a standard in their collection, so I knew it'd be easy to replace. And here it is. If you're curious about how the notebook looks with this pen, I think it looks great. It matches. I actually looked at the ruby Coveco and the like red aluminum. I think actually they're both aluminum, but those two pens against this, and I still think the Bordeaux looks best. I would love if they made a all sport in this color. That would be awesome. So moving back here, so you can see I have some pen tests. One thing I've noticed that is helpful when I do pen tests, based off of my experience at pen shows and stationery events, is writing how I feel about the pen I'm using in the moment. So I didn't like this Pentel brush pen. I tried. I wrote okay here on some other spots. And then I have basically they have little stamps on their bags, so I ripped that off and taped it in. They have a really cool wall of fountain pen inks, so I did a few swatches here. These are the two of the new Pilot inks, and as well as a platinum ink. I wrote down some of the things that I bought at Yoseka. I'm not gonna go through them all because this isn't like a haul video. And I have some reflections here. We ate dinner and got drinks at Gotham Burger Social Club, which is really cool. We got some matcha. You can see that I do have a picture here of me and my friend, but I'm just gonna cover that up for now. And then the second day, you can see here where I did that log of what we did that day. Lots of walking, all the different places we went. We went to the Met, and here you can see where I did take a bunch of pictures, and basically what I did was I kept in mind what I wanted to do with them. I took pictures of things that really stood out to me, things that reminded me of things, questions I had, and on yesterday, so a couple of days after getting back, I sat down and I copied down my notes, and I wrote my thoughts down about these different things. Here's a spread with some different art. So I basically measured the page, and I sort of estimated how big I wanted these pictures to be. And I made a template in Canva where I could just stick the pictures in and print them out on one page and go from there. I made this out of a sticky note. I started to write it there, and then it didn't turn out, so I made this to go over it. I felt like these are really cool things. This is a marble statue by an Italian artist. This is a reliquary that allegedly has Mary Magdalene's tooth in it. This is a really cool wooden sculpture of the three women at the tomb. These are some other art pieces from the Met, which are really neat. I took the most pictures at the Met. There's a lot there, a lot of cool things. This sticker I bought at the Met, and I put it on Cricut by accident. So then we sort of went downtown from there. We went by 30 Rock, and I took a picture of that statue. We went to McNally Jackson Books, which is an awesome bookstore I highly recommend. They also have a really cool selection of stationery. We went to Muji. We went to a place called Maman, which is a cute little French cafe. And then I have the card from the place we went to for dinner, as well as a shot from the show. So it was a really fun show. I don't know if I think that was the like final part of their tour, so they won't be going all over anymore, but yeah, there's a section where like it's audience interactive. You can take pictures and videos and stuff like that. So I took a couple pictures there. And then we went to a bar called the Dickens, and that was really fun. They were playing really awesome music. They had a lot of martini selections. They had this really cool like collage on the wall by the steps of like different like LGBTQ icons, which is really neat. And then I wrote about the last day, which we didn't really do much. We just went to the bus terminal and caught the bus back. Yeah, and some reflections afterwards. So overall, I felt like this was really fun to do. I do wish I could have printed out pictures while I was there and at least had them sort of situated on the page so I knew how much I was going to write. It also felt kind of weird writing after the fact. I think in the past I have like done a little bit of travel journaling, but it's been like sort of in the moment, writing about things. So yeah, it's definitely something to get used to. I'm going to consider getting a printable camera or a camera with like where you can print pictures in the moment. But yeah, I think this size is perfect for travel journaling. I'm really glad I didn't bring my my standard size, which is kind of huge. Yeah, so in the back, I have these just sort of stuck in here. And then I have some cash. I did get a pencil board. It's not something you really need, but I have the standard size, and I was like, well, I might as well get the passport size too. It might come in handy. This is a notebook I carry with me all the time, in my wallet, which I carry like a purse wallet. It's just a bunch of lists, things to help me remember different things. And then, yeah, so I guess I'll sort of show like the wear and tear from being in and out of my backpack or my bag all weekend. It's definitely already kind of shiny from the oils on my hands. You can see I got this Penco clip while I was there. I thought it's an okay match. But you can see where that's sort of dug in. It's sort of like a tough like hinge. And so there's like little scratches all over already. I can tell that this is really going to patina like crazy. Yeah, what else did I want to say? Yeah, overall, I'm like not much of a traveler, despite the fact that I've started collecting traveler's notebooks. But this gave me something to look forward to. I think, like many people, I'm an anxious traveler. I get sort of like worried about, oh, am I going to bring all the right things? Am I going to have enough of what I need when I'm on the trip? And also like being anxious about getting from place to place and making sure we get to different places on time. That sort of brings traveling down for me. It makes me not really want to do it. But having a travel journal and having it with me physically the whole time, and I could like open it up and like jot things down whenever I wanted to, really made it a lot more enjoyable and gave me something to look forward to while I was traveling. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep up this practice. Hopefully I'll be able to get somewhere else this year. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to really try hard to post more this year. I like posting and I like sharing what I'm doing in my notebooks. And I feel like it's a good way of going back since I consume so much on YouTube about notebook stuff. So yeah, please leave a comment if you also picked up one of these notebooks and let me know how you're using it. I'd love to read about that and think of ideas for me to use this when I'm not traveling and just sort of like going about town. But yeah, hope you have a good day and I'll talk to you later.